Lights dim, low screens aglow. Toy takes us where dreams flow. Action heroes, villains, dark night. Every scene, hearts delight. Geek myths, giants rise and fall. Time machines, epic brawls. Mondays in blue, with Geek's light. Fantasy realms to infinite
Hey up, it's Steve from that old Yorkshire Geek, and welcome to episode 77 of Magnificent Mondays. I nearly said episode 77 of Duel. I'm mental. Episode 77 of Magnificent Mondays, and this week we're doing Duel. A TV movie originally, although it was released theatrically internationally, like Europe and Australia and blah blah blah. So it could be argued that this is the first theatrical movie by Steven Spielberg. People generally say, it's generally accepted that Sugarland Express is Spielberg's first theatrical movie, because that was made for the movie theatres. This one was made for TV, but it was released theatrically. I've never seen Sugarland Express. Is it any good? I can't imagine it is, but anyway. It's more of a drama, isn't it? Whereas this is action, is Duel. A great film, one of the best. It's up there, isn't it, with the greatest TV movies of all time. Up there with, I don't know, I can't think of any off the top of my head. Dark Night of the Scarecrow. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. What else? The Day After. Stuff like that, made for TV things. Well, The Day After a movie. It wasn't a movie. It wasn't a series, was it? It was a movie. So there we go. So, but before we start, don't forget, like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. Right, we should be live on YouTube. Yes, we are. We should be live on Rumble. Yes, we are. And we should be live on Twitch. Yes, we're live on Twitch as well. Explore the description for various links for stuff like merch, which I'm not wearing. Not my Patreon. I keep wanting to say Patreon, but not that, because I've closed that down for now. What else? My social medias, my websites, stuff like that. Become a member. If you become a member on YouTube, you get exclusive videos and early access videos, and you can join in the live chat over there or wherever it's showing up on your screen. Because I've got to do that members only. Because if I don't, trolls arrive, left, right, and centre. I think they're waiting, they're like waiting to pounce behind a bush somewhere. Anyway, or under the bridge. Right, so Duel. Let's get on with the information about it, shall we? So it came out in 1971. As I said, directed by Steven Spielberg, stars Dennis Weaver. It's got a really long cast list, but you always just think, well, there's only Dennis Weaver in it and the truck driver, but there's actually quite a lot of people in this film. So Dennis Weaver and loads of other people. It was written by Richard Matheson, based on his short story called Duel. Richard Matheson also did other things, and I've forgotten. I can't remember. Was it Richard Matheson that did I Am Legend? Is that Richard Matheson? I'm sure it is. Let's have a look. I'm sure it is the I Am Legend guy. Yes, it is. Yes, he's the I Am Legend guy. So there we go. I thought he was. Go away. Sorry, I can't see my screen. I've got things dangling in front of my screen. I can't see it properly. Oh dear. Where were we? The budget, $450,000. Unbelievably. You couldn't even, a modern movie, even a modern TV movie, I imagine, I wouldn't even pay for the catering, would it, probably? But anyway. Yeah, and that's about it, really. As I said, it was released on as an ABC Movie of the Week on November 13th, 1971. I imagine it did quite well. And then it got a theatrical release with some extra scenes added, because they had to pad it out to 90 minutes. So, like, they don't film extra scenes. I think they just oh no, they did. No, it says here extended version featuring scenes shot after the film's original broadcast. I wonder which they were. I have no idea, because I've never seen the original. But anyway, right. So yes, there we go. We'll get on with it. Where was it filmed, by the way? Filmed in California. In various places in California. Crikey, lots of places. But we'll get to them when we get to them in the film. But, yes, all in California. Blimey, lots of flaming locations here. Crikey. Anywho, right, we'll get on with it. We're not going to watch the film, because, as I keep saying, YouTube will go mental and stop my stream and take my channel down and all that stuff, because of copyright. So we're going to watch it in a series of stills, may play the odd snippet. Right, so we'll just get on with it, shall we? I'm yawning. I didn't have a good night's sleep last night. I had some weird and wacky dreams. But I had a dream about, George the Giant Slayer. His YouTube channel, George. I had a dream about him, that I'd got his mail for some reason. Oh, no, weird, isn't it? Anyway, where were we? Right, off we go. So, I'll make myself titchy tiny first. Oh, hang on, I've got to adjust the screen first. There we go. Pop myself down in the corner. There we go. And add that to the stage. Right, we're off. We're off and running. Is it going to come on? There we go. My favourite movie studios logo. The good old-fashioned Universal one. I don't know why I love it, so I don't know. I just think it's amazing. I don't know why. Anyway, so off we go. Right, we begin with the car reversing out of the garage. And all we hear is the voices on the radio. I presume this is supposed to be Dennis Weaver leaving for work. There's one part of this film where I'm thinking, why is he carrying on? He keeps going in the same direction. But anyway, we'll get to that. I'd have turned around and buggered off back home, but he doesn't for some weird reason. Anyway. So, off we go. We're driving through the city streets. I don't know where this is. Does it say? Let's look in this opening scenes. Downtown Los Angeles. That's where we are. We're in downtown Los Angeles. Driving away. And he's heading out into the boondocks. I don't know where he's headed. He's going for a meeting. He's got an appointment. Something to do with an account. I don't even know what his job is. We don't know. He's called David Mann. Is the Dennis Weaver character. You may know Dennis Weaver from McCloud. That's all I know him from. Marshall McCloud, which I never watched as a kid because it didn't have spaceships and monsters in. But I just remember him riding into town on his white horse. Modern town. Anyway, so off he goes. There's heading loads, massive cast list. There is quite a lot of people in it. People in diners and school kids and all that stuff. Anyway, so here he is driving away, and as we see that the traffic starts to thin out as he heads out into the California countryside. I don't think of like America having countryside because it's massive, isn't it? Britain's got countryside because we're only a little tiny little country and we have fields and trees and stuff like that. Whereas in America, it's just the wild, innit, outside the cities. That's how I imagine it, not countryside. But anyway, so off he goes, listening to the newscast. This is 1972, so obviously this is the theatrical version, isn't it, that we're watching. Stunt coordinator Carrie Loftin. He plays the truck driver, who we never see apart from his feet and his arm. Although we do get a glimpse of him, and I'll try and pause it on that bit, see if we can look at his face. But anyway, what's Wingrace saying? That's offensive. What about America not having countryside? Is that what you're on about? Anyway, I don't mean to be offensive. I just imagine America's just got the wilderness outside the cities, whereas we have countryside, because we don't really have wilderness, so to speak. Because anyway, whatever. Right, so here he is, driving out there into the hills of California. Right, and then suddenly on the radio is this weird, I don't know what it is, I don't know if it's a radio drama or if it's a commercial or whatever, but it's the man on the phone to the census office asking about filling in the form, and it asks him if he's the head of the family, and he says he's not, his wife is, but he doesn't know how to put that on the form, and the woman's telling him, just put that your wife's the head of the family. And then he's saying, but what would my neighbours think? And she says, your neighbours won't see it. And it goes on like that for ages. Anyway, there you go, directed by Steven Spielberg. I think he would go on to be quite successful, wouldn't he, Steven Spielberg, in the coming years. Anywho, so here he is listening away and having a good old time driving out into the country. I'd have music playing myself, but it's the 70s, so I think you've got to make do, haven't you? But I'd have found a music channel to listen to. Anyway. And Josh Temple's here, harpoon at the ready to take out this pesky truck driver who we never see. But we'll try and see if we can get a glimpse of him. Anyway. He did Animaniacs. Not sure what else. Did he? Did Steven Spielberg do Animaniacs? Was he a producer on it? I bet he was a producer on it, wasn't he? I bet he didn't direct it. Anyway, where were we? Right, so, alright, he ends up behind this truck. Right, so he's driving along like that on this truck, spewing out smoke out of its exhaust, and it's coughing, and he says, talk about pollution. And he's struggling, it's a big old truck. I don't think there's anything in it, because everybody's seen this film. Shirley, don't call me Shirley. Because at the end, when the climax happens, there isn't a big massive explosion, so I'm guessing there's nothing flammable in there. But anyway, maybe it's his day off, the trucker's day off. Oh, the full title was Steven Spielberg Presents Animaniacs. All right, so he didn't direct it then, did he? It's like Guillermo del Toro presents. I've forgotten the name of the film. I've just mentioned it. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. He didn't direct that, did he? But he presented it. But anyway, I forgot what I'm going to say now. Oh, yes, there's some info about this truck. Where are we? By the way, the truck never really goes much faster than 30 miles an hour. But you wouldn't think that, seeing it bombing down the road. But apparently they didn't go any faster than about 30, but they just filmed it from like low angles and stuff like that to make it look as though it went faster. And they used a camera rig designed for Bullet, the Steve McQueen film. Anywho, where is it? Here we go. Steven Spielberg was shown 7 different semi-trucks to choose from. He chose a Peterbilt because the cab resembled a face. I think it just looks like a cool truck, to be honest. Anyway. Where else? When Carrie Loftin, playing the truck driver, asked Steven Spielberg what his motivation was for tormenting the car's driver, Spielberg told him, "You're a dirty, rotten, no-good son of a bitch." Loftin replied, "Kid, you hired the right man." I don't know if we actually see him in the film, but anyway. Right, so here he is. Behind this truck, but he gets past it. There we go. He gets behind. Oh, it's where we see it. Where we see the truck driver actually when he goes round the side of him. No, it's in a minute. But it's a cool-looking truck, isn't it? It looks dirty and old, but it looks tough. It looks like tough. If trucks were people, this would be a brawler, wouldn't it? This truck. Anyway, so he gets by it. Gets by the truck. Here he is going by. We get a glimpse of the driver. Oh, no, it's not now. It's earlier on. For Pete's sake. Right, it's coming back. We get a glimpse of the driver. He looks. Or is it later when he looks? It might not be this time when he looks. No, it might be this one. Let's have a look. No, it's the next time he goes past him. We see the driver. Because I know watching it just now. I've not got it on physical media, by the way. It is on Amazon Prime Video to buy or rent, so I bought it because it wasn't massively expensive, so I bought it on Amazon Prime. You can also buy or rent it on YouTube. Links in the description. At least in the UK you can. Anyway, so he gets by and he thinks that's it, fair enough, and then the truck suddenly comes bombing past him again, and he's like, "Hey!" So he thinks, right, I'll overtake him again, and so he gets by him again. Hey, there we go. This is where we see the driver. Hey, I'm going to go by frame at a time. Am I pressing the right button? No, I'm not. I'm stupid. So there we go. So I'm guessing that's Carrie Loftin. Not the best image, is it? But as you can see, he's got a light shirt. It looks quite old. I think he was 50 years old. It says in the trivia. But no, we don't see him. There's a scene later on in a diner, a cafe, whatever you want to call it, a greasy spoon. And I don't think he's one of those people in the diner. But anyway, that's the only look we get of the driver, his face, and it's not a very good look, is it? Has my cat come down? Yes, my cat's come down, princess, and opened all the doors up. That's why I've got this on, because it's come cold today. It's been a nice day. The other day, it was lovely. So I did a song called Walking on Sunshine. Yesterday, it was horrible, windy and raining and cold and horrible. And today, it's been lovely again. But it's come cold in the evening. Anyway, hence the this. Anyway, right, so he gets past him again. And there's the truck behind him. And he's like... ha ha! Oh, why? And then he's listening to the radio and having a good old laugh. Somebody's playing meat, as an instrument. But anyway, he pulls into this a gas station, a service station. There we go, Acton service station. Is it a real place? I don't know. I'm gonna. So this one, yes, Acton. Yes, it is. It is in Acton, California, a gas station, where he makes a phone call to his wife. Yes, so there we go. Right, so here he is. He's waiting in his car. And then the truck driver pulls up. Notice the truck driver's got lots of license plates, as you call them over there. We call them number plates, but license plates from different states. And the theory is that these are other people, that is the license plates from cars or whatever, from other people that is murdered. And I think, yeah, that's a cool idea, but not very practical, is it? I mean, what if he gets stopped by the police and said, what are all these number plates? You know, and they do a check and say, oh, that person's missing. You're a murderer. But anyway, I don't know. That's the theory. I think that's in the trivia, I think. Let me check. I've seen it somewhere. There we go. Steven Spielberg said that the multiple license plates on the front bumper of the truck suggested that the truck driver is a serial killer which ran down other drivers in other states. So there we go. As I said, if he gets stopped by the police and they say, why have you got all these license plates? Let me do a check on them. I suppose in the early 70s, maybe you could get away with stuff more in them, you know, like being a serial killer. Anyway. So he's waiting there. We go. Oh, we see the trucker's arm there. Has he changed his shirt? It looks a different colour, doesn't it? Anyway, never mind. And then he gets out. Oh no, it's not his shirt. It's something else. Here we go. The attendant arrives and starts cleaning his window, and he says, "Fill her up with Ethel." And I was saying, if Ethel don't mind. So there we go. I've no idea what Ethel is, by the way. We just say petrol in this country. We don't even call it gas, we just say petrol. It's a petrol station. Or diesel if you've got a diesel car. Anyway, so he starts filling up the car. He's a bit cavalier with this pump. Are you ready? Look. Squirt. Unbelievable. So anyway, so that all this is going on. He decides to go inside. He's going to phone his wife up because apparently David Mann is not much of a man. He's probably a bit like me. He doesn't like confrontations. He's mild-mannered. That's how we'll put it. So he's phoning up his wife to apologise because apparently the night before they'd been to had some sort of party or something, and another man I think had made a pass at his wife and he'd not done anything about it. So he's phoning up to apologise to her. Because he said she was asleep when he set off. Anyway, so that's what he's doing now. And there's his wife. I thought it was Tyne Daly at first. I don't think it is it? It's not Tyne Daly, is it? Who plays Mrs. Mann? No, it's Jacqueline Scott. She looks a little bit like Tyne Daly, you know, from Cagney and Lacey. But with the different coloured hair. But anyway. So here he is apologising. Look, don't you think she looks like Tyne Daly? I think she does. Anyway, so they have a bit of a row, and he says, "I'll be home, you know, on time." And she says, "Well, make sure you are." So you know, it's like showing that he's a bit of a cook, isn't he? As in CUCK cook. You know, he's henpecked maybe. I don't know, but like I said, he's a mild-mannered man. He doesn't like confrontations, it seems. So anyway, so he hangs up. Oh, she hangs up on him actually, and. The trucker keeps tooting his horn, and the gas station man keeps saying, "I'll be with you in a minute." So it's probably another thing that's getting the trucker angry, because David Mann's holding him up. Anyway, so off he goes. He sets off again, thinking nothing of it, thinking he's going to carry on with his day, his David. So off he goes. Here comes the trucker again. Great cinematography, by the way, in this film. Some great shots of the truck in mirrors and stuff like that, and really well done. Really, really well done. Oh, who is the director of photography? I'll tell you. Just a minute. Jack A. Marter. Never heard of him. He was active in hundreds of movies throughout his life, according to Wikipedia. Anyway. So off he goes, carrying on. Is this the truck going by him again? And I think this time it actually tries to kill David Mann. He can't get past him. Yes, he's stopping him, blocking him from getting past. Look, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, he says in the Cockney accent. Hello, princess, you're back again. Look, he's in no mood to play games. You play the tough guy in your car, don't you? I'd be swearing. If it were real life, he'd be swearing and using gamer words and stuff like that, wouldn't he? But as you can see, he won't let him past. Look, and then suddenly they get to this corner, like a blind bend, and there he says, "Look, hang on, where is it? I'm never going to make that appointment now." So I'd be thinking, sod it. When things escalate, I'd be like, sod it, I'm going back home. There's no point. I'll phone them up and say, I can't make the appointment, I've had an accident or whatever. You just make some excuse, don't you? Anyway, so he's getting fed up now, and then he... this is it. It's not the bit where he tries to kill him. Have we gone past it? No, I think it's later on. It's later on. He goes down this dirt road, and he's good, hit the gas, and he goes round, and he gets in front of the truck, and he's all excited, look, hee-hee-hee-ha, got past you, I think it's all fun and games, but not for much longer. So off he goes. The truck's disappeared, by the way. I don't know what's going on there, but I bet that's the film crew that blocked off the road while they're doing the filming, probably. I don't know, but anyway. 7 more miles to Chuck's Cafe. So he listens to some more music, and then the truck just suddenly appears behind him in a minute. Here it is. Barreling down the road. So he carries on, and truck's catching up to him, and I think he goes past him, I think. It's forcing him to go faster and faster, by the way. There he is, and he's veering about a little bit. Does it actually bump him here? Does it? Yes, I think he's bumping him a little bit now. Scaring the life out of him. And they're carrying on. I thought he got past him again. It does in a minute. Actually, no, yes, I've missed that bit. I've gone past the bit where he tells him to go past him, and nearly kills him. Nearly has him running into somebody. Where the hell is it? Because it's before Chuck's Cafe. Hey dear, where is it? Must be before this bit. Right, so it's coming round, and then he's been all fed up, and then he waves his arm. He says, "Come on, you can go past now." When he's no, it's not that bit, is it? When is it then? Unless this is different to the one I've just watched. That's on Amazon Prime. Anyway. I'm curious now. Anyway, whatever. Right, so he's going to end up at Chuck's Cafe in a minute. Here they go, look. I think it might be this way. It just goes past him, maybe. And then waves him by. Is it this bit? I don't know. But anyway, like I say, still shenanigans. He's bumping him. And it's all kicking off. And he ends up crashing in I think it's Chuck's Cafe. He ends up crashing into the... I thought I could have swore that bit where he waves him by. And then he goes, "Oh, it's about time." And then another car's coming the other way. But that must be after this. I thought it was before this. I've only just bloody finished watching it, to tell you. Anyway, crashes his car into this fence. There we go. And the truck carries on. So it's all shaken up. There we go. "You got a whiplash, probably." Says, "I'm all shaken up. He was trying to kill me. This truck driver was trying to kill me." He says, "All right, yeah, it's all right." So he goes over to Chuck's Cafe. It looks like something, I don't know, made out of like Coral Island, isn't it? Is it in Florida? I think it's in Florida, isn't it? Looks peculiar. It's a real place, apparently. What does it say here? I've seen it somewhere. Chuck's Cafe still exists today, as of 2021. A French restaurant occupies the original structure in Santa Clarita, California. I used to like that series, Santa Clarita Diet. They cancelled it, didn't they, after 3 seasons? Drew Barrymore and that fella, I forgot his name. Anyway, him that played Cobb Vanth in Mandalorian. I forgot the name of the actor. It'll come to me. Anyway, so he goes into Chuck's cafe. They say, all right, yeah, I'm fine, whatever. So he goes to the men's room, has a wash. We hear some of his inner monologue where he's giving it all, oh, they're going out to work. Oh, think if you go out to work and just drive on public roads and somebody will try to kill you. There's all this inner monologue going on. There you go. One stupid thing happens and, suddenly, which is true, isn't it? Anything can happen. It's just like Bilbo said to Frodo, you never know what's going to happen. You can take one step outside your door and who knows where the path will take you. But anyway, so he goes back out. Quite a lengthy scene in Chuck's cafe. But there he looks out the window, sees the truck's there with no truck driver in. So he now starts thinking the truck driver is inside the cafe, which I don't think he is. Some people have tried to suggest that he is. I think there are YouTube videos analysing this to see if any of the truck drivers are the truck driver, but I don't think they are. Anyway, so he's watching everybody. He gets a cheese sandwich and some aspirin. We see him eating and drinking and stuff, and looking at him because he's the topic of conversation. He's looking at the boots because we saw his boots earlier on when he was filling up with gas at that gas station. The truck driver got out and he was kicking his tyres and stuff like that, and we saw that he had like cowboy boots and jeans on, which is like probably 99.9% of truck drivers probably wear, I imagine, but at least in the 70s. Anyway, so he orders a cheese sandwich and some aspirin and a glass of water, and I don't know why he spells that out for us. He says, I'll have a cheese on rye, R-Y-E. Why does he have to spell it out? I have no idea, but he just does. Anyway, so there we go. So his inner monologue's going off again. He's wondering what to do all night. Think what you're going to do. So should he say something and all that stuff? There you go. I'd better do something. So he's imagining what he's going to say. I'm sorry if I upset you. I'll buy a beer and we'll sort it all out. And he's going through the conversation in his head that he might have. But anyway, so he's taking his aspirin and drinking his water, and then we have a red screen for some reason. I don't know why. Why do we have a red screen? Let me see. Oh, that's just somebody walking past in a red shirt. So he goes over and talks to one of them. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's him. Oh no, it's him that sat down. He looks familiar. I've seen him in another film, but I don't know what. I think there's a continuity error here. You see his glass there. It's about half full, or is it half empty? Who knows? But it shows it from another angle, and I'm sure it's full again. Because he goes up and talks to him and says, he thinks it's him. So he says, cut it out, will you? Stop it off. And I think is it this angle where he's got his glass? I want you to cut it out. I said, what are you talking about? Come on, show the. Oh, look, it's nearly full now. Look, nearly bloody full. Steven Spielberg, it's rubbish. Anyway. So they say, cut what out? He says, look, I'm going to go to the police. And anyway, they end up having a fight. And he punches David Mann and then gets thrown out. And says, leave him alone. And then the chef or whatever, the manager, says to him, why don't you just get out? And I've just noticed, she's a bit of a dolly bird there, isn't it? But anyway, never mind. So he goes and, he gets into a truck. We see that he's not the truck driver. Look, he gets into that white truck and drives off. It's not a dolly bird. Never mind. Anyway, all right, then he sees that the truck outside starts up. There must be another scene later on. Does it go into another cafe later on? You would have missed another bit out. I tell you, this skip is rubbish. No, there's that one. Oh, no, because it goes round the back of the truck, I think. Let's have a look. No, it's in that one. There's a truck park behind the big truck. I'm sure they've missed bits out in this. and somebody else in the bar, he accuses him, but anyway, the truck starts up and starts driving off. So he starts chasing it down the road, just running after it, and thinks, oh, whatever. And this is the bit now where I was watching it earlier, and I said, I'd have just set off back home now. I'd have gone back the other way. That's what I'd have done. Gone back the way I've just come. But it doesn't. It just carries on. And I thought, sod it. I'm going back. Nellie's to the account. Probably a lot lizard. I have no idea what that means. You on about the dolly bird? I don't know. Anyway. So anyway, he sets off. He gets in his car and drives off. And I don't know if he paid for his cheese sandwich or the fence fixing, for that matter. I don't know. But as you can see, he just carries on going, the way we're going anyway. I'd have just turned round and gone the other way, the opposite way to what the truck were going. That's what I'd have done. So he deserves everything that coming to him, I reckon. Anyway, how long is this going on for? Let me check. An hour and 29, yeah. That's about how long the one on Amazon Prime. There was a bit where, I'm sure it was before this, where, he waved him by and he nearly got ran into another truck coming the other way. Most peculiar, but anyway. AI overview, lot lizard, a slang term for a female sex worker who works at a truck stop. Oh, right, okay. Never heard that phrase before. But yeah, maybe so. But maybe she's just, local. I don't know. Now that's offensive, Wingrace. Anyway, right, so he drives on a bit, and then there's a school bus that's broken down. He's getting waved down by the driver, and all these obnoxious kids screaming and performing. And he says, I need a push. It's overheated on me. So he's telling the kids to get off the hood, as they call it. We call it a bonnet. You call it a hood. The back bit you call a trunk. We call it a boot. But anyway. So he's going to give him a push, and it doesn't work, and his car actually gets stuck underneath the bus, as we'll see. Look, he's trying to push. It's not working. I don't think he's got a particularly high-powered car, but look, the fender has got stuck underneath I don't know how that happened, but it's got stuck underneath the bus. He's like, I told you that had happened. But then we see the truck arrive. And he looks round. There it is. The truck's come back. So maybe if he did go back the other way, maybe the truck would have just turned round at some point and followed him and caught back up with him. I don't know. But anyway. Who knows? But they don't address that. Anyway, so he's panicking now. And he's saying, that truck driver's crazy. And the bus driver's saying, well, the only crazy person around here is you. But, a B word in a TV movie. So anyway, he gets away. There you go. Jumps in his car, drives off, and then the truck driver helps the bus, gives the bus a push. Probably the only nice thing he's done. Look, he's giving the bus a push there. Anywho, so the chase continues. David stops at a railway crossing, and then the truck driver comes up behind him and starts pushing him into the track as the train's going by. And he's like, stop it. So he's got it in reverse, obviously. But the train passes by, and then David Mann drives up this banking for some reason, and the truck driver just drives away. And so he just carries on, again, in the same direction. I'd have turned round and gone the other way, but never mind. That we wouldn't have had a film then, would we? But anyway. I'm angry about that bit that it's missed out. Or maybe I just missed it in the film, but never mind. I'm tempted just to go back as if I can find it. Where is it? Where the hell is it? The bit where I'm sure it's before this. It's there, look. I found it. There we go. Right. He waves him by there. Right. Okay. Waves him by. And there we go. A car's coming the other way. Oh, no. There we go. I knew that had happened. Right. Right, wait, I forgot where we're up to now. Where were we up to? I don't know. We've done that bit, haven't we? And there were another bit with another. Somebody else gets in the truck. See if I can see it. There's a truck behind the truck, and is looking at it. Can't see it. Who knows? Oh, whatever. Don't matter, does it? Right, where are we up to? Oh, the train bit we just got past, haven't we? There we go. Right, and he's driven off as the truck driver, but not for long. So he carries on, as I said. What happens to that there? There's did he go past him? Yes, he goes past him. Right. I just wonder what happened with him. I think he gets round this corner. The truck driver's there waiting for him. There it is, and I think he skids to a halt in the middle of the road. I think. Oh no, it must be later. It happens again later. Anyway, so as he approaches the driver, truck driver starts, and then yes, and he stops at this another service station, I suppose you could say, a gas station, whatever, that's got lots of rattlesnakes and tarantulas and lizards and a coyote that's tied up. But it's got a phone there, so it's going to use your phone. And he said, yes, it's out there. He says, fill it up with Ethel. Who's Ethel? But anyway, there you go. So we're going to use the phone booth. Apparently it's the only phone she's got. So he's phoning the police. Well, he phones the operator, and then the operator's telling me, a truck driver's endangering my life. So he's saying, just what? She's saying, which police department do you want? Whichever's closest. And he tells her the number. And Justin 34's here. Look, I may be late, but I'm just in time. Just in time. Anyway, the truck driver's there, and he starts it up like that. Just like that. And so he's on the phone to the police. But then the truck driver's coming, look, and he's going to drive. He's going to run him over, look. No. Hang on, let's go back a bit. There we go. Here he comes. And this is a good stunt. And maybe there's a bit of, I don't know, long lenses or whatever. But it looks... Is it actually Dennis Weaver? That can't be Dennis Weaver. It is, though, isn't it? It is Dennis Weaver, isn't it? It's not a stunt man, is it? So if they got that wrong, it'd have been splattered, wouldn't it? Anyway, the truck driver just smashing everything up. He keeps driving round. He smashes the phone booth, and he smashes the cages, tanks, whatever they are, with the rattlesnakes in and the spiders and stuff. He keeps coming round. There he goes. Got a spider on him. Get off me! Wingrace says Ethel gasoline was a brand name for leaded gasoline which contained tetraethyl lead, TEL, an additive that boosted octane. Okie dokie. Do you still have leaded petrol in America? We don't have it over here. That's all unleaded now. They're a big thing in it'd been like mid-80s over here, where we all had to have his engines on his cars adjusted, or the carburetors or whatever, adjusted so we could use unleaded petrol. They were a big hoo-ha about it, but it was fine. Where were we? He picks one up and throws it at the truck, look, because he's angry. Getting angry now. He's not mild-mannered anymore. It's been unleaded. There you go. It's been unleaded since the late 70s or early 80s. Oh, right, fair enough. She's shouting, my snakes, I've got to find my snakes. I mean, imagine some of them they'll run them over, but anyway. He goes coming round again, look. Anyway, so he drives off. She's unhappy, look, my snakes. Pardon me. And the poor coyote, look. Coyote's wondering, what the bloody hell's going on here? Anyway. Where are we? If you're a fan of the Jeepers Creepers series, that took a lot from Duel. The truck's kind of similar, isn't it? But not as big, obviously. It's got that feel, hasn't it? What does a demon need with a truck? Don't know, but anyway. Yes, Jeepers Creepers. I've done, I think 2 of the Jeepers Creepers films in Friday Night Apart with Fear. Way back when. Josh Temple says, my buddies and me used to do that pushing into traffic when we were in high school. Oh, right. Don't know what you're on about. Anyway, you mean like murdering people on the high sea? Oh, not on high seas, on the public highways. Josh, I'm not going there. Anyway, right. So he's driven off. He's carried on, and the trucker's still after him, and now he's going all Dukes of Hazzard now. Look, oh, he's going Bandit Reynolds style. Anyway, so he pulls over. He's basically hiding. You know, he's pulled over now and he's hiding. And I'm going to wait for the truck to go by. So off the truck goes. There he goes. Look, he drives by, does the truck. And David Mann says, I'm going to sit it. Well, he doesn't say thinks it. I'm not moving for at least an hour. And I'd be like, I'm going home. That's what I said. I'm going the opposite way. I'm going home. But so I'm going to sit here for another hour. And you'll be a long way from here. And he actually falls asleep in the truck. There you go, the highway's all yours, he says. And he falls asleep in the car because he's exhausted, is the poor fella, because of his adventure. And then we see he's by a junkyard. I wonder if headcanon, a bit like Wrong Turn, is this the truck driver's junkyard with all the cars of the people that he's murdered? Where he gets his number plates from. It's a thought, isn't it? Anyway, it's nodded off. And then he wakes up, we hear the sound of a horn, and we think, oh, the truck driver's back, but it's not, it's a train. It's a train going by. So he's like, it's just a train, ha ha ha. So he sets off. He thinks, I'll set off now, it's been a while. So he sets off now. Thinks everything's okie dokie, and then he gets round the corner, and the truck's there. Look, he comes in, goes, because we don't see what he sees yet. Look, like that. And, oh, thank you, Dogged Code, for that. Cheap viewers on Stream Boo. I think that's a Twitch chat. Yes, it is. No chat on Rumble yet. I'm surprised Rumble's working, to be honest. Somebody earlier on was saying Rumble were broken. I think it was Gary on Nerdrotic's live stream was saying Rumble were broken. Working fine for me. It's working fine for me. Anyway, right, so it skids to a halt in the middle of the road. He sees the trucks there, been waiting for him. As it must be the trucker's day off. So he's waiting there. Another car comes round the corner, nearly collides with him and gesticulates wildly, and he just carries on driving. He watches the car, the trucker doesn't do anything to this other driver. So he tries to drive by. So he sets off in a minute when he's ready. Here he is. He sets off, but the trucker just pulls out and blocks the road like that. Look, and then he reverses back. David Mann turns around and goes back, and he reverses back in again. So he's not letting him past, is he? Look, there we go. So he's like, oh, why is he picking on me? What's he doing this for? Because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, mate. You shouldn't have overtaken him. I think he'd have got him anyway, wouldn't he? Whatever. So he's wondering what to do. Is it this? All right, yes, he sets off. That's it. He goes running towards the truck, and the truck driver just drives away. So I think he's going to go back to his car. All right, yes. He stops again, does the truck driver, a bit down the road. Anyway, stops this elderly couple and asks them if they, phone the police when they get to the next town or whatever, and phone the police and tell them, there's this truck driver that's trying to kill me. And they're like, no, we can't help you, sorry. And the truck driver starts reversing back up the road, look. So David ducks into the brush and to head back to the car again. And then the truck driver says, go on, off you go. look, we can see the truck driver again there. Look, if this were hit 4K, maybe we could make out his facial features. It looked just like Carrie Loftin, because that's who plays him. Justin says, leaded gas is phased out worldwide, but there's still ways to get it, but it's a lot of paperwork and has to be very specialised, like very classic or antique cars, because there's some old cars that can't use unleaded petrol or machinery, last I checked. Anywho, there we go. Going to let him go by. But obviously not for long, because now he's heading, the chase is on again. But I think he's heading uphill now. He said, you can't beat me on the grade. So they're heading uphill a bit, but he's keeping up with him. Because obviously he's got a truck with a massive the engine in that truck is about as big as David Mann's car, isn't it? So, you know, you can easily keep up with him. Oh, and he thinks it's a police car, this. I must admit I did as well. So he stops, but it's not. It's Grep Leip's Pest Control. Oh, it's Spielberg backwards. I've just noticed that. Just noticed that. I didn't realise it before, because it all happens quite quickly. Spielberg backwards, isn't it? Cool! Easter egg. Spielberg Pest Control. With a big bug on the top. And but the trucker nearly hits him. This poor fella. Nearly gets got. So the chase continues. They're still heading slightly uphill. Oh no, the road's closed. So it heads down this diversion. I think the trucker just carries on. I think so. I don't know why the road's closed. Because you can see he heads down the other way, and the trucker just carries on. Look, he just smashes. Oh no, come past that bit. Bloody hell. So David goes down there. Look, and the trucker just smashes through it and just carries going straight on. So why is the road closed? Dunno. Anyway, so carrying on, driving away like they are. And there's a train. Nothing happens with this train, oddly enough. There we go, the train going by. I thought they were going to do an exciting bit with the train where it drives just in front of it, just in time, but maybe they couldn't do that. Maybe they didn't have the budget for that sort of thing. But the trucker and the train driver honk horns at each other. Is it here? Manly stuff. Anyway, so they carry on. They go around another corner, another bend. He's bitten his lip. Look, he's got a bloody lip. Look, I'm driving that hard and biting my lip. Anyway, there you go. Now he's dabbing it with his hanky that he just happened to have in his hand. Because it was there. It's not like normally when you're in your car and you're like, oh, where have I put it? Where is it? And it's in my pocket and I can't get to it. I can't find the opening for my pocket and the car's going all over the place. And it was just there in his hand. Anyway, they're carrying on. And he does say, how can you go so fast? Because he's got a truck with a massive engine. But anyway, so he's going up this hill. Look, you can see he's going up the hill. And now, earlier on, nearly at the beginning of the film, I forgot to mention that the first gas station he stopped at, the attendant looked under his hood and he says, your what they call it? I bloody can't remember. Your water pipe, coolant pipe, whatever, needs replacing. And he said, oh, I've heard that before. I'll do it later. Anyway, his water radiator pipe, that's it, radiator hose. His radiator hose is about to give up the ghost. Anyway, Justin says, my grandfather had a truck that was the same year as the truck in Duel, 57 or 60, 281 Peterbilt. Cool. But I hope your grandfather didn't go, drive round, murdering people. I hope. One called Corey, one the fella from this, was it? Corey Loftin or whatever he's called. Carrie Loftin. Anyway, so he's carrying on. And we see that his car's starting to conk out a bit. Look, he's getting slower and slower, and he starts getting, because he's overheating now. his cylinder head gasket will be going, won't it, and all that stuff. As I said in a recent stream, that happened to me. I can't remember which stream it was now, but that happened to me. My cylinder head gasket went. I was on the motorway on the M62, and that went. The car conked out. So I went to like some houses that were just off the motorway. I could have been murdered then. Thankfully, I wasn't. They were very friendly. But anyway. Anyway, so it's like, oh my God, he thinks he's going to get got. But he gets to the top of the hill just in time. It's only murder, said Justin. If some... pardon me. It's only murder. If you kill someone, it's attempted if they survive. Oh dear. Thank you, Chief Justice Josh Temple. Oh dear. Anyway, so he just gets to the top and then he can roll down the hill the other side. And he's like, oh no, still haven't got there yet. Come on, he's saying, come on. And all lights are flashing on his dashboard and he's getting slower and slower. And he's like, where's the summit? Where's the summit? By the way, near me, speaking of summit, not many summits in the UK. We're a pretty low-lying country. We do have mountains, but they're not like proper mountains. But on the motorway, I would just mention the M62, but in the opposite direction to where I broke down, there's actually a place called The Summit, which is the highest motorway in England. It's like 1,200 and something feet above sea level. Yeah, really in the clouds. But anyway, that's by the by. It's a missing person if they don't find the body. Oh dear. No, and no, says Justin. Anyway, where were we? Where's the summit? Yes, says, where's the summit? Anyway, finally just makes it. Look, he thinks he's going to get got. And just as the truck's bearing down on him, he gets to the other side and starts rolling. Puts it into neutral, look, starts rolling down the other side. So he's getting faster. But obviously the truck, big, whatever. He's lost a hubcap. I haven't seen these on this side. Wyoming, Nevada, and I can't make that one out. Idaho. There we go. Oh, there's one there as well. Is that his actual? Don't know. But anyway, that must be his actual because it's September 71. Anyway, he was a kind. Oh, about your granddad. He was a kind soul. Jolly good. Jolly good. I never knew my granddad. Obviously, two granddads. Never knew. I think they died when I was very young. I never knew them. And I've only a vague memory of my grandmother, because she died when I was very young, both of them. Anyway, where were we? Right, so, going down the hill, there we go. So he's heading down the hill and nearly crashing his car. Actually, he has crashed his car. It's not looking well, is it? So he's got to leave it to cool. But then, just gets it going again just in time. The trucker's there. So he's heading back up the hill again. And here he is. He's heading for this overlook, I suppose you could say. So he's going to stop. He thinks, right, that's it. I've had enough. Enough of the shenanigans. I'm just going to drive my car into your truck. For reasons. Because he's had enough. Because he's gone crazy. Maybe. So anyway, here comes the truck. And here comes David Mann. Look, he puts his briefcase. What does it say on it? Can't read what it says. Samsonite, probably. You had this in it. Puts his briefcase on the gas pedal and drives towards the truck and then dives out in spectacular style. Again, looks like Dennis Weaver doing his own stunts, doesn't it? To me, looks like it. Does it say in the what do they call it? Trivia. Let's have a look. By the way, filming took about 12 days. It remains Steven Spielberg's personal benchmark for how quickly he can shoot a film. But it's a TV movie, and TV does, move quicker than cinema. All right. The truck actually hits the camera. in this bit where we see the truck coming through the gate. Anyway. Ba-dum. Oh, I missed that bit. Steven Spielberg can be seen reflected in the telephone booth during the scene where David Mann is calling the police. Didn't notice that. I forgot what I'm looking for. I'd see if he did all his own stunts. He's done some of them, hasn't he? We can tell. Dennis Weaver was so fond of the film that he watched it twice a year. Bless him. Although Steven Spielberg wanted Dennis Weaver from the beginning, Weaver wasn't actually signed until the evening before shooting was to begin. Leaving it a bit late, isn't it? Anyway, whatever. Justin says about his granddad again. He raised me. My father left me and my mum when I was a wee lad, so he stepped up. Good man. Anyway, right. So the car hits the truck. Where did the truck come through the gate? I want to see the truck come through the gate because it hits the camera. Apparently, that's this bit. Yes, it hit the camera. Look, there we go. Where were we? Right, it's jumped out. Right, so it hits the truck, and flames erupt, and the truckers dropping the gears and stuff like that. Can't see where he's going. Look for the smoke and flames. Look, and then it's too late when he can see. He can't stop in time, and over the truck goes. But is the truck driver in there? We will see, won't we? Because it goes over, and if you notice, the truck driver's door's open. Did he jump out at the last minute? Don't know, because we don't see him in there, do we? I don't think they've stuck a dummy in there, have they? Because it's an actual truck going over the cliff, isn't it? Obviously. So did he jump out? I don't know. There is a suggestion that he is actually dead and in there, because we see what might be blood. But we don't see a body, don't see a hand or anything. But anyway, down it goes. Famously, it makes the noise of a dinosaur, doesn't it? But I can't remember which one. I think it's a Toho movie. Where is it? I've seen it in here somewhere. Where have I seen it? I've seen it in here somewhere. Well, I've just seen it and it's in there now. Oh dear. I've just blooming seen it and it's disappeared. The noise it makes as it goes. Used again in Jaws, the sound effect. Where is it? No. Let's do a Control F. Oh, there we go. Steven Spielberg stated that he approached... Oh, no, that's something else. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, dear. Anyway, it's making the noise of a dinosaur as it goes over the... I don't know if we'll hear it now. I've pressed the wrong bloody button, I tell you. I'm hopeless. Whatever. One of the noises, it's a taken from a dinosaur film. I don't know which one. I can't remember. I've seen it before on a documentary. You know, I think it was on Jaws. I think one of the documentaries about Jaws, saying what film they took it from, but I've forgotten. But I said he used the sound effect again in Jaws when the shark was killed. Yes, the sound of the truck dying is then used in Jaws. Yes, in the death of the shark. Yes, it is. I can't remember which film it came from, but I did see it in a documentary, a Jaws documentary. It showed what film it was from, and I can't remember which one it was. Was it The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms? Was it? Might have been. Can't remember. Anyway, the truck driver, it's all happy and giddy. Look, wee, I've killed somebody. So he's sitting there. Then we're seeing the aftermath, but we don't see a body, or do we? I don't know. Well, we don't, but we see the steering wheel of the truck. Is that blood? Is that blood dripping on the steering wheel? So is the driver dead? The door were open. Maybe he just jumped out. I don't know, but I think that's to suggest that the driver has indeed been killed. Maybe, but we don't see a body. That's all. That's all we see. Just some blood dripping or a reddish liquid, and then it cuts to it. Just poured. That wheel stops to signify the death of the truck, but they don't. They've freeze framed it. You can tell because the film grain stops graining. If you know what I mean, you can tell they've just freeze framed it like that. But anyway, and then he's thinking, cool, I'm survived. Where the hell am I? How do I get home? I don't know. But so he just sits there, and the film ends. How does he get home? I've no idea. I don't know where he is. So yeah, that's it. The film ends because it's a TV movie. We don't have like 20 minutes of credits. It just ends. But it's an amazing film, and proper tense as well. Really tense when the truck driver's bearing down on him. Really well made, like I said. For the first film from Steven Spielberg, it showed, what he's capable of. It shows what he's capable of on a low budget, $450,000. Unbelievable. But there we go. In my head canon, the truck driver's still there, and he's going to get him. He's lurking. And after the film ends, he gets Dennis Weaver's character and murders him, and then goes back down, gets the number plate off, collects all the other number plates, and goes to get a new truck. Maybe the truck's like Christine and reforms itself because it's all supernatural, and then he takes the David Mann's car to his junkyard just down the road. Maybe. Anyway, it is a great film, so there we go. And it shows what you can do with it's essentially a one-man film, isn't it? It's Dennis Weaver is the star of the film, and it's his movie, isn't it? Thankfully, he's a charismatic lead, and you do sympathise with him all the way through the film. Even though I had to set off home long before it escalated the way it did. There's no driver. Maximum Overdrive prequel. Yes, could be. Although we did see him. Although we did see the driver. But never mind. Maybe he's a robot driver. Anyway, whatever. Is the devil. It's related to The Car. The film The Car with James Brolin and Ronnie Cox and somebody else. That's a good film from 1977. The Car. It's The Car's cousin. Although we have seen the driver, but never mind. It's so simplistic. I also enjoyed Joyride. That reminds me of Duel. I've not seen that one. I've not seen Joyride. But yes, Duel, great film. As I said at the beginning, one of the, if not the greatest TV movie ever made, in my opinion. Up there with, as I said, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, Day After, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I can't think of any more off the top of my head. Pardon me. For TV movies. My Mother the Car. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway. Is your mother called Joy? Is that what you're on about? Don't know. But anyway, right, so we're done. We'll leave it there. A quick one tonight, won't it? Just over an hour. Because it's not a long film. And there's not a lot really to go into, is there? To be completely honest. I think we covered just about everything. He's having his sandwich there. I want to find that other fella that gets into his truck that's behind the truck. He gets in there, right. I'm going to find that bit. I'm bloody going to find it. It's the last thing I do. This is when he's in here. He has a confrontation with somebody-ish. Or he watches somebody go out, and then they get into their truck, which is behind, because we think it's him. We think it's the truck driver. Is it this bit where he's... No, it's not that bit. Oh, hang on. Is it? Nope, not that bit. Oh, for Pete's sake. Never mind. Oh, sorry. A famous show from the 60s. Oh, right. Not famous here. A man finds his mother reincarnated as the family car. Oh, right. Sounds like an X-Files episode. Doesn't it? Or Twilight Zone. Yeah, you have to check out, Joyce. I'll have to look up that one now. I'll things falling in front of my screen again. There we go. Joyride. Now then, which one's a 2001 or 2023 film? Which one are we doing? 2001 probably, I imagine. With who's in it? Paul Walker. Is it that one? I'll look for it. I forgot what we're going to do now. Oh, wow, we're looking for this fella who we think is the truck driver, won't we? Where the hell is it? Maybe it's not in this one. I don't know. Oh dear. He's looking at the... no, that's where he goes up and has his altercation with him. He gets in a different truck. He sees another fella go out to the truck. That's him that gets in that other one. There's the lot lizard. But then the truck just sets off. But there were another one that were back. Oh, never mind, don't matter. 2000. Oh, that one, 2001. Right, I'll see if I can find that. Maybe it's on Amazon. Watch now, free of charge. It's on Plex by the looks of it. I don't know where else it is. Anywho, right. So, where were we? I forgot what we're doing now. All right, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Right, so what's coming up next? Wednesday, I'll be doing Season 6. We'll be looking at Season 6 of Star Trek The Next Generation. I've nearly finished it. Been catching up. Although I did skip an episode, because I know it, so I thought I don't have to watch that one. But hang on, it had some people that went on to be big names. Yeah, Paul Walker, who went on to be not alive anymore, which is sad. But anyway, so that's on Wednesday, and then on Friday Night Sport with Fear is Waxwork this week, from 1988, starring Zach Galligan. A great film. We're in May top 5 films of 1988. I think it were in there. Really in there on the honourable mentions. I can't remember if it were in the top 5 or in the honourable mentions, but that's a good film. Better than it should be, really. It's like, as I said, it's like 2 films, but never mind. And what else? And next Mondays, Magnificent Mondays, we're doing Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Pirates of the Caribbean 2. So we're doing the second one next Monday. Right, so all done and dusted. We'll leave it there. So thanks, Justin and Win Grace and Josh Temple for keeping me company while I ramble about Dennis Weaver trying to evade a monster truck. And I wish I could find that part. But I'll find it now. Is it that? Is it that bit? I know you can't see, but sure I just saw it then. No, it's not. I keep going to that bit. Never mind. Whatever. Don't matter. Dual feature. No. No. Right. I did the dual feature yesterday, sketch time. I did 2 drawings, didn't I? So that would be dual feature for this week. Right, so we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. I'll probably do. Have I done Jaws? I don't think I've done Jaws, have I? Well, we'll leave it on Mondays. We'll have to do Jaws. That's kind of a not a sequel, but kind of a remake of Duel, but on sea, on the whatever. But we'll do that at some point. If I haven't done it already, I don't think I have. But anyway, so thanks for watching. Wherever you are, look after each other. Hang on, where are we? And until next time, where is it? It's there. And until next time, I'll say that. I'm sure I've forgotten something. I was supposed to say something. I can't remember what it was. I'm hopeless. Anyway, not going. So I'll say the.